M.L.M for the Soul channel, and if you've never watched my channel before, then please do check out my first video because I explain there exactly what M.L.M means and what I'm doing. And before I begin, I want to say that may the words and expressions of my mouth and the thoughts and meditations of my heart find favor and acceptance before you, Hashem. And I also want to thank some people who have helped me along my way. They are Rabbi Shalom Arush, Rabbi Lazer Brody, Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, and Rabbi Eli Mansour. I've listened to their words of Torah and really been inspired and enlightened. And I will share the links to their sites so you can check them out as well. So today we're going to delve into our Tehillim again because I found a particular chapter that I found really insightful, although they all are insightful. David HaMelech is a genius, and he gets credit for doing this amazing, divine providence. And this chapter is chapter Pei Vav 86, and I'm going to read through it again. And this is more the idea of how we elevate our soul. So I'm going to start reading it. Tefillah David, Hateh Hashem Aznecha Aneni Ki Ani Ve'Evyon Ani. A prayer by David. Incline Hashem your ear, answer me, for poor and destitute am I. Shamron Nafshi Ki Chasid Ani. Guard my soul, for devout am I. So what does this mean, devout? He does not assert his own rights and personality, but is dedicated to a higher ideal. Although he too may occasionally succumb to sin, his heart remains pure and he is remorseful and repentant. David was truly a chassid. So what that means is even though if he would sin, he would still be sorry that he did it. It's not like someone just does a sin. For example, chas v'shalom, they kill someone and they go off and go about their day like normal, and it doesn't bother them. So he's saying that even if I do something, it bothers me. Okay, Hosha Abdecha Ata Elokai Haboteach Elecha. Save your servant, O you Hashem who trust. My Hashem, it says my Elokai, who trusts you. Chaneni Hashem ki elecha ekra kol hayom. Show me favor, Hashem, for to you do I call all day long. Sameach nefesh avdecha, gladden the soul of your servant. Ki elecha Hashem nafshi esa, for to you, Hashem, my soul I lift up. So sameach nefesh, gladden the soul. Joy of the soul is the highest happiness one can experience. So remember that, joy of the soul, not of the physical. It comes from the soul's dedication and feeling of closeness to Hashem and is independent of external circumstances. Even amidst grievous tragedy, chas v'shalom, one can experience this joy and serenity when he finds the strength to receive his allotment from Hashem with dignity and acceptance. So the idea is the closeness, the highest level of happiness is the soul. When the soul gets close to Hashem, there's nothing higher than that. Even though we have all these external material entrapments that we seem to fulfill us, they're fleeting and not long-lasting. They're just very short-term happiness that doesn't sustain itself for a long time. So, and what he's saying here too, and this was Rav Hirsch's explanation, that even amidst tragedy, you can experience the joy of Hashem by accepting what he gives to you with dignity. Okay? Let's see. Ki ata Hashem tov v'salach. For you, O Hashem, are good and forgiving, v'rav chesed l'chol korecha, and abundantly kind to all who call upon you. Ha'azina Hashem tefilati, give ear Hashem to my prayer, v'hakshiva b'kol tachanunai, and heed the sound of my supplications. B'yom tzarati ekra eka. On the day of my distress, I call upon you. Ki ta'aneni, for you will answer me. Ein kamocha be'elokim, Hashem. Ein kama'asecha. There is none like you among the powers. So it's really be'elohim, the powers. Hashem, and there is nothing like your work. So what does this mean? For to you, Hashem, my soul I lift up. Hold on, I missed something here. Okay, there was I missed an explanation, so I apologize. So from before where it says, gladden the soul of your servant, for to you, O Hashem, my soul I lift up. For you, O Hashem, my soul I lift up. So this is saying lifting one's soul to Hashem has several connotations. Wholehearted supplication, complete dedication, and awaiting his kindness with hope and trust. So that's what it means when you lift up one's soul to Hashem. meaning with wholehearted supplication, with complete dedication, and awaiting his kindness with hope and trust. So continuing on, I apologize for mixing that up. So when it says, Ein kamocha be'Elohim Adonai, there is none like you among the powers, Hashem can deliver one from distress because all forces in the world are merely his messengers and subordinate to his will. This profound truth will one day be universally recognized as described in the following verse. So the idea is that if something happens to you and someone causes you grief for some reason, that's Hashem's messenger too. Even though it's something that you might not like or want to happen, but again, it's Hashem uses people for messengers, even for the negative. So we have to remember that, it's all because that's Hashem is delivering that as a message for you to wake up, for you to change. Okay. Let's see. Kol goyim asher asita yavo v'yishtachavu lefanecha Hashem. All the nations that you have made will come and bow down before you, Hashem. V'yichabdu l'shmecha, and will give glory to your name. Ki gadol atah v'osei niflaot atah Elokim levadecha. For great are you, and a worker of wonders, you, O Hashem, alone. Horeini Hashem darkecha. Teach me, Hashem, your way. Ahalech b'amitecha, so that I may walk in your truth. So what does this mean, walking in your truth? Though one may be far from the ideal, he should still pray that Hashem help him make steady progress on the road of his truth. Okay? So again, it's trying to tell you that there's still time to change, even if as far away as you think you are. You may think, oh, I'm set in my ways and it's too late and it's never going to happen. The idea is that you still should ask Hashem to help you to actually overcome that. And even if you start doing little things, anything you can start doing that will help is a bonus. It's something that's going to work towards you when you come to your judgment day. So, okay, continuing on. Yached levavi liyirah shemecha. Unite my heart to fear your name. Odcha Hashem Elokai b'chol levavi. I will thank you, Hashem, with all my heart. V'achabda shemcha li'olam, and I will give honor to your name forever. Ki chasdecha gadol alai, for your kindness is great toward me. V'itzalta nafshi mish'ol tachtia, and you rescued my soul from the grave at its deepest. Elokim zedim kamu alai. O Hashem, transgressors have arisen against me. V'adat aritzim bikshu nafshi, and a company of ruthless men have sought my soul. V'lo samucha lenegdam, and they have not set you in front of themselves. V'ata Hashem kel racham v'chanan, but you, Hashem, are merciful and compassionate. Erech apayim v'rav chesed v'emet, slow to anger, abundant in kindness and truth. Pnei elai v'chaneni, turn to me and show me favor. Tana uzcha la'avdecha, give your strength to your servant. V'oshia leven amatecha, and save the son of your handmaid. So what does this mean, the son of your handmaid? According to Rashi, one must relate to Hashem not only as an acquired servant, who may harbor some residual feelings of independence, but as a slave born into servitude who's completely devoted to his master. So the idea is that we need to be completely devoted to Hashem and not just think that we have some kind of independence of him. We're not independent of Hashem. We're part of Hashem, so we have to try to create more devotion and more connection to him. Asei imi ot latova, display for me a sign for good. V'yiru son'ai v'yevoshu, so that see may my enemies and be ashamed. Ki ata Hashem azartani v'nichamtani, for you, Hashem, will have helped and consoled me. So this again is going back to the whole idea that I said earlier about the wholehearted supplication, complete dedication, and awareness of Hashem's closeness lifts one's soul and brings it closer. So that's the idea, is no matter what the situation is where we may think that Hashem has removed himself so far away from us because of the choices we made that were not according to what Hashem wanted, he's still there, but he's hidden. He's still there. You just have to kind of re-enter into the light. Like, what do they say is that, what is darkness? It's not that it's dark, it's that there's no light filtering in. So that's the whole idea, is that you have to bring more light into your life, and the light is Hashem, the Torah that comes from Hashem that brings the light into your life, and light brings life. Like, think about it. If there was no light in the world, things wouldn't grow. The sun, the light, we need light. We get energy from the light. The plants get energy from the light. So, but that's a physical energy. So when we're talking about a light, here we're talking about the spiritual light. So that spiritual light that gives us that connection to Hashem comes from the Torah. And I want to say that I hope that all of us, myself included, can continue to work on uplifting our souls and following Hashem and His Torah and doing mitzvot, and then may we all merit to live and see the coming of the Mashiach speedily in our days and the rebuilding of the Beis Hamikdash. And thank you for watching.